Good morning. This is Pioneer Design. Thank you for joining my channel again. Coming back to join my channel. Just had a passing thought this morning. I was talking with my daughter, and I guess the question, to this morning, if anyone's ever thought about it, is like, how do I get ahead on the job? I've been working, really hard, and like they say, you work hard and pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you'll make it. You're just not working hard enough. Well, for some people, that's, what I'm saying, not the case. And I'm pretty sure that as, people have gone from, their youth to adulthood, and you've worked, and, from your youth into adulthood, you've realized that, it seems to be more about, if this person knows this person and this person knows that person, then you get ahead. Now, not to be confused, hard work is required. If you're not in a position to where this, financial advantage is handed to you, then yeah, you're gonna work hard. You're either gonna work hard physically, or you're gonna work hard mentally. In other words, if you're studying or you're learning about, investing, if you're learning about what to do with your money, financially educating yourself, yeah, you're gonna work hard. You're gonna work really hard, because most schools, public schools, don't offer that knowledge to you. And you realize that as you get older, it's like, okay, well, man, what were they teaching me? What is going on? Nothing's. It's just the place you happen to be in. Just it is what it is. But still, this is life. In this part of the world, this is what we have. And again, there's no question about the work. Like, you will work hard to get whatever you're trying to achieve. If it's not, handed to you and taught to you at an early age, you'll be working for it, no matter what it is. So yeah, there will be hard work. But the idea that just hard work gets you where you're going is, I think, where we can we can tend to miss the interpretation. And I just think about it, from my youth when I started working, and I think about it when I've tried to, advance. I've tried to show the places I was employed that, look at me, I can work my tail off. And then even for a guy my size, like, I could move, like, and I'm thinking that in the middle of all of this, hard work, and I basically became a spectacle to a lot of them. Like, wow, this guy is good. He can work, he can move. I think the problem came when, hey, you're working so well, and then they come up and it was like, oh, you're gonna get a raise. We're gonna get you a raise for sure, or we're gonna get you a new position, or we're gonna move you up. And once you can, and I'm and the jobs that employ you are gonna do what they're gonna do. They are what they are. And some of the people who are in charge, well, let's just say that whole, if you know someone, or it's who you know, that whole theory kind of kicks into play. Like, if somebody really knows you, or they really like you and are willing to help you, they can help you get ahead. But if somebody just decides, oh, well, man, he's working so hard in that position, he's making me look really good, and I mean, he deserves it, but he's making me look so good. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can part with him. He's making me look good. So I've, just kind of dealt with that, like job after job. Like, I knew where my skills lie. But that's the thing, like, as you acquire these skills, as you go to each job, no matter where you start, if you're picking, managerial skills up and you're still like the regular employee, and you don't manage, but you happen to be doing management jobs, that is management experience, and you should take that to the next job and say, well, I'm looking for management. I'm not looking to be what I was when I left, because it's easy to get a sense of security when it's like, okay, I've already done that, and now it's on my resume, and so I know they'll look at my resume and say, oh, he can do this, and they, basically like, okay, we got a person for the spot we can put him in. But if you're not approaching them with the idea of moving up, or putting yourself in a position to learn a new skill that's going to add value to you, unless you're doing that, a lot of times you can be just deemed a person that is only worthy of being in a certain position because you seem to be qualified for it. Your resume seems to say that you really, like this position, because all of your jobs say you did this. None of these say management, even though you have management skills. None of these say supervisor, even though you have supervisory skills. So, just had a passing thought this morning. I was having a discussion, and it came up, and I just thought that would be something to share with people who have ever thought, wow, they're employed or worked on the job, like, how do I get ahead? How, especially if I have a boss, or I feel like I'm being targeted by my boss, and they're looking to, like, purposely keep me in a certain position, because it happens, and it happens all the time. And a lot of times, I don't know if you've ever heard anyone say, everything that happens in high school happens in the real world. And that's pretty much true. So if there were some things you saw or observed in high school, I guarantee you, if you've already been out in the real world and you've already worked, you've already seen things that are exactly like high school. You got bullies out there, same thing. You got cliques out there, folks who only, mess with other folks, and they help them between each other. So yeah, you're gonna have the same thing you probably saw in high school in the real world. So it's like, how do I function if I'm not a part of the clique and I'm not someone who knows someone? How do I get ahead? How do I do this? Well, what you're left to do is increase your own value. So no matter what job you take, I don't care if it's flipping burgers, I don't care if it's fries, because then they try to, point. They always kind of try to point the finger at jobs like that, like, oh, that's, the meaning, or it's just, too hard to look. A job is a job. You're trying to get finance. If you want more finance, learn about more finance. If you're trying, because the thing is, you can't expect a job, even though it may feel secure, you can't expect the job to get you where you want to go. And I know where you want to go. That's where a lot of people want to go. They don't want to be on the poverty line, that's for sure. So if you and you got plenty of resources. YouTube is full of videos with information that can help you get exactly what you're trying to go for. I'm trying to do this channel. I don't know jack. All of my information is coming from YouTube, and I have to sit down again, work hard, and be willing to learn how to do social media, how to take videos and edit them. Which this one won't be edited, but I'll learn, and when I do, I'll put it up. But in the meantime, I have to make these moves. My first video said breaking my first egg, which is, just making a video. I've never been too apt to put myself out on social media, but now, given the situation, I mean, it's something I was aspiring to do before I got into this condition with my body. And I said, as long as breath is in my body, I'm still gonna try. I'm still gonna do it. And I said I could just do it with people's help if their hearts are moved to do so. So I left it at that. Like, I will share as much information as I can. The relationships, talks will be coming soon. Yeah, I think that's really going to be something to enjoy, because it's going to be actually like two parts. One, I'm just kind of explaining some stuff about maybe the basics of what some things we might need to identify in ourselves before we really or things we might be doing in relationships, and then kind of define, like how was the relationship actually defined, and how are we making a relationship in the middle of all of what's going on in the world. Like, we have a history that really dictates almost everything we do, and we may be unaware that we do it, and then trying to have a relationship is somewhere along that line. It's a really deep talk that needs to be had. So but we're, like I said, we're gonna get together, we're gonna talk, we're gonna share all that. That's gonna be nice. But I just had a passing thought this morning. I ain't gonna make this video too long, but I'm looking forward to that, and because like I said, there'll be discussions, probably some more discussions along that line. If you do have anything that you might want an opinion on, or just something you want to share, if about like what I've said just now, like about work and how you might have been in that situation to where you bust your tail and you can't seem to get the promotion, or you feel like there's someone purposely holding you back that has the power to promote you or put you ahead, and we can talk about it, because a lot of times situations like that, if you feel like it's a place where you can't grow, it may be time to make a decision to move on from that place. And that can be hard sometimes, especially if your livelihood is tied into it. If you're taking care of a family, if you have a household, and you've probably been here for a while, but you can see they're just gonna hold you in this one position. Well, it does. Again, it's work. You're gonna have to. You're already working hard. That's its own stress. But you're gonna have to find a way to add more value to yourself. In other words, get more information that is going to add value to what you're applying your energy to, your work. And some people have decided, hey, I'm gonna make my go for it online, and have done it and have been successful, and they have watched other people's videos and learned from them, and have taken their own strides to do so. But just like that, you don't really get the gist of it until you actually do it. So that's why, like now, I'm making these videos, because I won't really get the full gist of how this works until I actually do videos. So now this is one of them. Again, my apologies, I didn't mean to make this video too long. I'm gonna stop it right there. Nice, yeah, another lovely day, beautiful day. Hope y'all are feeling good, having a good one. My prayers are those who are having difficulties at this time. Thank you so much for watching this video. Yeah, I will see y'all next video. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it.